and rest your head on my shoulder. While by the dawn's early light, my love, I will defend your right to try. Love American style, that's me and you.
My name is Harry Boyle. I'm an average American guy. I love my wife. Sure, we got our problems. My Irma ain't exactly the best money manager in the world.
Hello, National Bank. I got your statement this morning, and you are wrong. How can I be overdrawn when I've still got 3 checks left?
You see, we owe the bank $84, but she'll straighten it out. She'll write him a check. This is my grown-up son, Chet. He finished college a year ago, and he still doesn't have a job. He says he's trying to find himself. I don't know where he's been looking, but obviously it's not the barber shop. And this is my teenage daughter, Alice. How about that? I gave her money for a dress, and she comes home with seat covers. I love them all, but I'm a realist. As you can see, we ain't exactly the King family.
Harry, breakfast is ready.
Be right there. Breakfast. Breakfast.
I can't hear.
Try getting a haircut. It'll clear up your condition.
Papa, are you gonna start that again? Why does my hair always bother you?
Because your mother gave birth to a son, and I'd like to see a boy around the house, not Shirley Temple.
Keep it up, Papa, so help me. I'm gonna join the army.
Don't do it. The country's got enough trouble already.
Can you get home early tonight, Harry? Alice has a boyfriend coming to dinner.
Yeah, and he's very special, Daddy, so please be early. Well, I've got to get to school. See you tonight.
And I gotta go, too.
You looking for a job?
No, I'm going down to the slums to work with the poor.
That'll help. You're gonna teach him to play tennis?
I've called Mary. She'll help serve dinner tonight.
A maid? Why all the fuss over this boy?
Well, Alice told me how she feels about him. He just may be Mr. Right.
Oh, come on. Alice isn't 18 yet.
Well, I was married at 17.
Yeah, but you've always been old for your age. You know what I mean.
Harry, your daughter is very anxious to make a good impression tonight, so let's help her.
Just 4 places?
Chet's going out tonight.
Oh, good. Things will run smoother. He's always so busy trying to liberate me, I can't get anything done.
Well, how do I look?
Oh, gorgeous.
Really?
Absolutely. If you drop dead, they could bury you just as you are.
Herman, touch of the public?
Oh, no, Harry. You know I never drink.
Well, I thought this being a special occasion. Well, shall we go meet Mr. Wonderful?
You go. Alice, he's here.
Good love, everyone. Good love and yellow sunsets.
Bob?
Love to you, too. And bright green meadows.
Bob! Oh, wow, you look wonderful. Oh, fantastic.
Love is good.
You met my mother and father?
Alice, why don't you show Bob upstairs? Maybe he'd like to freshen up.
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on.
For this, I put on my mohair?
Harry.
Here I am. Me, Harry Boyle, starring in a new version of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. And you were talking marriage.
Now, calm yourself.
We send her to college, pay a fortune so she can get a good husband, but not her. $4,000 a year and she lands Tiny Tim.
Harry, you can't judge him just by appearance. He might be a very nice person.
Yeah, and I might be Lawrence of Arabia.
Look, if Alice sees something in him, he must be all right. So let's just relax and get to know him.
Well...
You say you're majoring in humanities?
Bob can speak 7 languages.
7 languages?
What kind of work do you plan to get into?
Oh, he's going to travel to work with the underprivileged around the world.
My son's in the same business. It don't pay too well.
I'm not interested in money. All I want is the opportunity to travel the world and help where I'm needed.
Oh, but it's tough to cross an ocean without money. You can't stand around an airport runway holding up a hitchhiker sign that says Africa.
Harry.
All Bob is trying to say is that our generation realizes how truly worthless money really is.
How did money get such a lousy reputation? It's fed you, dressed you, sent you to college. It's funny. Behind every kid knocking materialism, there's some poor materialistic father working his materialistic tail off so you can sit around and tell him how awful it is.
You gave us the money. We didn't ask for it.
You didn't turn it down either.
Harry?
And they gotta listen to us because the government is responsible to us taxpayers.
Oh, are you a taxpayer?
No, but I will be.
How? You're not interested in money, and I don't think the government will take beads.
That's not the issue. What's important is to get what you're entitled to. But you and your generation, you never speak up. They named you right. Silent majority.
Sonny, when you put in a 60-hour week, you're a little too tired to go around blowing your own horn. Besides, who can be heard over you kids?
Now, Harry?
We shall overcome.
You finished?
I'll help you collect the dishes.
I can handle it.
But I love you. I want to help you.
If you really love me, then don't help. I get paid by the hour. The longer it takes, the more I make.
That's the establishment's grip on the less fortunate. My first effort will be to educate them. I plan to go down and live for a whole year in the black ghetto.
Well, there goes the neighborhood.
Good night, Bob. Nice meeting you, Harry.
Oh, yeah, me too. Well, good night.
Good night. Have you told them?
Not yet.
When are you going to do it?
Well, I've been looking for the right moment, but Pop's kind of funny about...
Alice, you're a woman.
All right, I'll tell them now.
I've worn this suit 3 times. A wedding, a wake, and now a disaster. A college man. Educated, huh? Big deal. He's gonna be able to say he's unemployed in 7 languages.
Now, Harry, you're getting worked up over nothing.
Nothing, huh? How would you feel if your daughter was seeing that creep?
Alice is my daughter.
Yeah, well, then you know what I mean.
Relax. He's a boy. He was just trying to make an impression.
Oh, and he made one, Irma. I'm telling you right now, this is it. Her last date with Nature Boy. He comes within a mile of this house, I'm gonna borrow Ralph's rifle, and so help me.
Harry, you're being irrational.
I am not irrational. Not now, never have been, never will be. I am in complete control of my senses. And if you accuse me of being irrational one more time, I'm gonna throw you out the window.
Harry, forget it. I'm sure Alice will see him for what he is.
Come in. Oh, hi, honey. What's up?
Well, I'd like to go away this weekend. Water skiing, okay?
Oh, sure, honey.
Of course you can.
Oh, thanks, Daddy. I was afraid you'd say no. I'll call Bob first thing in the morning.
Bob? You're going with Bob?
Well, not just him. Another couple, Ted and Carol.
Ted and Carol and Bob and...
Right.
Wrong. No way. You're not going anywhere? Forget it.
But, Daddy...
I don't want to hear anymore. Just go to bed.
But, Daddy...
No, absolutely not, and good night.
Oh, let's go to bed, Harry.
Where does she get these crazy ideas? It's the movies, Irma. You go to the pictures, and the only time you see clothes are hanging over the back of a chair.
Harry, she isn't making a movie. All she said was water skiing.
Water skiing my foot. When a boy goes off for a weekend with a girl, he ain't interested in fresh air.
Harry!
And especially that Bob. There's an X-rated boyfriend if I ever saw one.
Still, Harry, I think you were too harsh with Alice.
Harsh? You know what my father would have done? And he was a reasonable man. He'd have flattened her on the spot.
But you can't treat her like that, Harry. You gotta be gentle. You must learn to practice patience.
What we should have practiced was birth control.
Harry, sometimes I honestly think you enjoy being miserable.
Now listen to me, Irma. My children are driving me crazy at home. My partner's killing me in business. Golf bores me. I'm too young for health clubs and too old to chase girls. So what's left? Being miserable is the one pleasure I've got.
Then you're gonna have a lot of pleasure because Alice is not giving up so easy.
Why can't I go? It's just water skiing.
I know all about water skiing between two consenting adults.
You have a dirty mind.
You want to go away with two fellas, and I have a dirty mind.
Daddy, don't you trust me? You raised me.
I raised you. I didn't raise the others.
Well, for goodness sakes, didn't you go away for weekends when you were young?
Certainly. And that's why you're not going.
But, Pop, you let me go away.
That's right. Why him and not me?
Because boys don't get pregnant.
This is the 20th century. Times are changing. Boys and girls do go away together.
I don't care. You don't know enough.
For goodness sake, Daddy, I take sex education in school.
Fine. Learn in school. But I don't want you doing homework.
Well, that's a pretty narrow-minded attitude. Sex isn't a secret.
I don't want to discuss it.
Daddy, I'm not a child.
It has nothing to do with it. Your mother is 47, and I don't discuss it with her either.
Didn't you and Mother ever go away together?
Never.
Harry, you know, as a matter of...
Butt out!
That's the trouble in this house. There's no communication.
All right, I'll communicate. And here's my message. You're not going.
Harry, it just seems to me that if we don't want her to go, we gotta give her an alternative.
Yeah. Say, that's Sam Johnson's son, isn't it? How do you think Alice would like him?
If this is what you want, I'll go out with him.
Now, I don't want you to hold it against him because he's got a haircut and his shoes are shiny.
Oh, that must be him now.
Good evening, Mrs. Boyle. Evening, sir.
Ah, you remember our Alice?
Sure. Hi, Alice. Well, shall we go?
Not too late now.
Don't you worry, sir. I've got classes tomorrow. Well, good night.
Did you hear? He called me sir. A regular Pat Boone. Now that's more like it. 10:30 and home already. Can a father ask for more? Well, did you have a good...
Do you have any other suggestions?
How could it be? A nice-looking boy like that?
Daddy, don't you understand? Appearance has nothing to do with what a boy is like.
What happened to your
He
sleeve?
tried to pull me back into his car.
I'll kill him!
Now will you admit you're wrong and let me go?
Look, honey, maybe I was wrong about the boy, but I am not wrong about the weekend.
Oh, you're impossible! If Carol Harris is going, so can I, and I am going.
Can you give me a lift, Harry?
Sure, be ready to go in a minute. Can I drop you at school?
Problem, Harry?
Kind of.
Kids today. They sure got funny ideas, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I gotta get my daughter interested in something.
You know, you and your family should join up with our vigilante group.
I don't think
Oh, and
that's...
straighten your kids out. Give them something constructive to do.
Well,
We went on maneuvers last weekend. We are trained and ready, When they make their move to overthrow the government, we'll handle them.
Who?
Them.
Them?
Why don't you read the papers? The commies and the mafia have gotten together with the Jews, your Negroes, and your Puerto Ricans. The Japanese and Mexicans are in on it, too. Along with the liberals, the Catholics, everybody on welfare, and, of course, all them college kids and what we call your hippies. They're out to take over the country.
Take over the country. That is the country. And just how are they gonna do it?
Through pornography and fluoridation.
Oh, hi, honey.
I'm going to my room. Good night, Mama. Good night, Chet. Good night, Julius.
It can't go on like this, Harry. She hasn't said a word to you in 2 days.
Do you want to let her go?
Why don't you talk to Carol's father? He's letting her go.
Harry, let's go talk to them. I mean, they're parents. Maybe they can help us make some sense with the kids.
I'm not going, and that's my last word.
The way I see it, times have changed, and we gotta change with them, man.
Yeah, that's right, honey.
You mean like you? With that stupid outfit you're wearing?
Harry, these clothes are today, baby.
The clothes may be today, but they're covering yesterday's body.
You gotta get with it, honey. Be in style like me.
That's some combination. Hot pants and surgical stockings.
You ought to really try this. It's luminous. Real cool.
Do you think it improves her?
To me, it's like painting the Titanic.
Incense, heavy, turns me on.
And you've let your Carol go away like this before?
Right on, right on. You gotta give them latitude. Ask any psychologist. There's Carol now with her boyfriend, Ted. They're fun-loving kids. Of course, my Carol is very popular with the boys.
You should let your Alice go. Like being with Carol would be an experience. I mean, she'd really learn a lot.
Well, Irma, I think we better be going.
You guys splitting so soon?
Hey, I hope this little talk has helped you dig the scene.
Certainly has.
Now, you gotta get with it, Harry. It's not like when we were kids. You pick up a paper, you read about wife swapping. I think about things like that.
I believe it.
How does she breathe?
Through her ears. I'll bet she's popular.
Harry.
You don't have to say it, Irma.
Well, thanks for going over there anyway.
My pleasure.
What are you gonna do about Alice?
Well, she'll get over it. One day she'll understand. After all, she's your daughter. Sure looking forward to the weekend. I love Fridays. Hey, what's for dinner?
A roast beef and potatoes.
How about that? Great, huh?
Mother, I won't be here.
Oh, yes, you will. If I have to take away all your clothes, you'll be here.
Papa, I'll never talk to you as long as I live. Maybe even longer.
Okay, but if you change your mind and you want to talk to me, it won't be long distance, because you're going to be locked in your room.
You wouldn't dare.
Irma, you have your orders.
Hey, Pop, you want to know what I think?
No!
What a scorcher, huh? I'd better get my lawn watered. Well, thanks for the lift, Harry.
Right, Ralph. Hi, honey.
Hello, darling.
Awful quiet. Where are the kids?
Chet went to a basketball game.
Where's Alice? She in her room?
She didn't come home from school. She called to say she was going away for the weekend.
She what?
Alice said she was gonna prove that you were wrong and that nothing would happen.
She's probably still at the Harrises. I'll bring her back if I have to drag her by the hair.
What's up, Harry?
Trouble. My daughter didn't come home from school.
She's been kidnapped?
Well, I don't want to go into it, Ralph. I just want to find her before they take her away.
Oh, don't worry, Harry. Harry, they won't get away with this. We'll cover the countryside. We'll find her. Hello, Charlie. We've got a condition red. Condition red. And we've got to get right on it. I don't care if this is your bowling night. You call out the company. Pronto, right now.
Harry, baby.
My daughter here.
She was, but she cut out with Carol and the rest of the dudes.
And you let them leave?
Oh, relax, baby. They'll be cool.
Where do they go?
Oh, some lake, I think. I don't know, baby.
You don't know?
Oh, you're uptight, Harry. You're gonna blow it with your daughter. Let me tell you what the kids need today.
No, let me tell you what they don't need. A cool father and a hot mama.
Now, wait a minute, baby.
And if anything happens to my daughter, that's just the beginning, baby.
Well,
I got there too late.
I've got your dinner on
I'm
the...
not hungry. She'll be home.
Harry, I don't understand.
She's my daughter and she'll be home. What time is it?
1:30. Where are you going?
Downstairs. And don't worry. I'm not gonna put my head in the oven. Besides, it's electric anyway. I waited all night for her to come into the world. I guess I can wait for her to come home.
Oh, Papa, I'm glad you're awake.
Oh, I got interested in this book.
Oh, you were right. I thought we were going water skiing, but
You don't have to say it, honey.
I hope I didn't upset you and Mama too much.
Don't be silly. If I was upset, could I sit here reading? It takes a lot more than this to upset your father. It must be Chet. I guess he forgot his key.
Don't worry, Harry. They can't get out of town. We've got all the roads blocked. Can you let us have some pictures of Alice?
Ralph, she's home.
That won't stop us. We'll find her anyway.
Ralph, she's here.
Oh, she's here. The kidnappers released her, huh? Well, that figures. The minute they hear B Company's on the job, they crack. We've done it again, folks. Glad we could help out, Harry.
Well, thanks a lot, Ralph. Good night. Well, should we turn in?
A good idea. It's 2 in the morning.
2? And Chet isn't home? Wait till I get my hands on that boy. Irma, I tell you, we're too easy on these kids.
Don't go away. There's more love on the way in another steamy episode of Love American Style. Coming up next in TV Land.